Hi guys, Ava from Bay Harbor Med Spa. I have an interesting question, very intelligent question, and I want to read it out to you, and then I'm going to answer this. Hi. Uh, the question is the following. Will clay masks help reduce pores? Hi. I have always suffered with oily skin. It's not excessive, just oily. I have enlarged pores over my T-zone and cheeks. Because of this, I am forever doing clay mask treatments using ice cubes and tea tree oil to clean out build-up residue. Are there any permanent treatments that I can have that will over time reduce the size of my pores completely? Thank you for your time. Laura, 29-year young white female. Laura, I thank you for your question because it's a very good question, and I like the question because I can answer something so that people can understand. And first of all, I want to tell you, you are doing the right thing using the clay mask, which are wonderful. I love French and Australian clay. I personally work with a lot of clays in my clinic. I mix them, and yes, I use tea tree oil, and I use a lot of tea tree oil in my products for oily skin and for acne skin. So everything you are doing is good. The eyes will just soothe your skin. Put a brick blood, cool the skin. Blood will go sort of cool off, but it will not shrink your pores. Now, the question that you ask, if there is anything that would permanently reduce the size of your pores, I have bad news. No. The only thing that you can do is what you are doing. And here you have to understand, here's what happened. So we are all born, when we are in our mother's bellies, before we are born, we already have predetermined amount of pores. What happens physically to pores is this. The pores extract sebum. Through the pores, we get hairs to come out. The pores take in also oxygen, so it's an exchange, in, out, in, out. People who have oily skin have more pores than people with dry skin. People with dry skin have closed pores, much less. This is why people that have oily skin are much better off than people with dry skin, although you think it's pain in the butt that you have enlarged pores and you have to work all the time to help to shrink it, versus people who have no pores, no oily skin, and when they are 20 they look great because their skin is like peach. But let me just tell you something, my dear young lady. I will take any time enlarged pores and oily skin on beautiful porcelain skin at 20 that doesn't have pores. Do you know why? Because that skin that is beautiful at 20 or 25 that doesn't have pores and doesn't have enlarged pores is skin that has no elasticity, is skin that will wrinkle very, very quickly, and it's skin that's much harder to treat, and it's skin that will have to be treated constantly, nourished with serums and extracts internally and externally to give it excess or extra moisture, or push as much moisture from inside and outside into the skin so it doesn't wrinkle and doesn't dry out as fast. Oily skin, enlarged pores, which you are complaining about, contrary, are a pain in the butt because you have to clean them. However, you know what the good news is? That when you reach my age, and I'm past 50, your skin will look as glowing as mine, because I have oily skin. I had oily skin when I was younger, and my skin has a healthy glow to it, has a usefulness to it. This is my skin, and my skin looks good today, and I'm closer to 60 than I am to 50. Why? Because my skin was oily. So yes, I had to do facials all the time. Yes, I had to clean my skin. But voila, I have beautiful skin because my skin was oily. So it's not a minus. It's actually, in the big scheme of things, it's a plus to have oily skin. And so no, going back to the question, is there something that can uh, shrink the pores, make the pores permanently smaller and shrink them, eliminate them? No, honey, there isn't. What there is, and you are doing the right thing, you are constantly cleaning, you are constantly exfoliating, because using clay mask in a way exfoliates the skin. You are constantly making sure to keep the skin clean, make sure that no oil or sebum deposit is inside your pores. And by doing this, you actually help the pore to shrink a little bit on the surface. Why? Because remember, if you have a blackhead and it's full with sebum, that, and it's not coming out, that blackhead will expand. But if you exfoliate constantly, this is why I preach to everybody to use my microdermabrasion scrub to exfoliate. And my microdermabrasion scrub is good for oily, dry skin, discoloration, black, green, blue, no matter what skin you have. My microdermabrasion scrub is amazing because exfoliation, if you have oily skin, it exfoliates and it removes from inside the pores the oil, sebum, the dust, and it leaves the skin smooth. If you have discoloration, it exfoliates the skin and removes the discolored part of the skin. If you have dry skin, it exfoliates your skin. It stimulates blood circulation to your skin. So it brings more blood circulation to the surface on dry skin, and by that action exfoliates the dry skin, because the sloughs off the totally dry, congested skin on dry skin, and allows oils and serums and nutrients to go into the skin. So guys, if you have oily skin, if you have dry skin, if you have discolored skin, if you are black, if you are white, if you are Hispanic, if you are Middle Eastern, if you are totally white, whatever your skin color and skin condition is, microdermabrasion is an amazing product which everybody should use. In case you want to use it, you want to buy it, you can go on my website and buy it. I sell it by itself. I sell it for lightening treatment, so forth. And for instance, microdermabrasion is included in my oily acne product. It's included in there, just there. So to you, my young lady, so the news, you don't get to hear what you want, but you get to hear what you need to hear, and that is having oily acne skin is actually a good thing. What you are doing at home is superb, is wonderful. Keep on continue doing what you're doing, and be happy that you have oily skin. And if you continue doing what you're doing, your skin will always look clean and healthy and glowing. And if indeed you want, there's two things that you can do. You can go and buy my microdermabrasion scrub, which will help you to exfoliate a little bit stronger into the pores, because the mineral is, it's like sand, it's so very small, so, and it's hard, so when you abrade the skin, it sort of goes into the pore and it takes sort of out from the pore. So that can be very helpful, and in your case you can use the microdermabrasion scrub, and then you use your clay mask on it. So then you remove what was inside, then you use the clay mask, so you have a double winner there, and then you remove the mask, and you put a little tea tree in your mask, which is wonderful. You mix it, and that helps all to shrink it. But remember, you have to moisturize your skin. Don't think because you have oily skin or enlarged pores that moisturizer is not important, because that is a big no-no. That is a big problem. So moisturize, okay? And another thing you can use mineral makeup. If you use mineral makeup, your skin will look absolutely like mine. You say, I'm coming completely close to the camera so you can see. I use mineral makeup every day, so it absorbs the oil on the skin, the shine, and makes the skin like silk. So I hope I helped you. Thank you. Bye, honey. Until next time.